DJOYbeat.com.
Hi, this is Gene with JoyBeat, and I'm going to show you how to start recording audio in Ableton Live. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to have an audio interface. Now, Ableton Live will use the standard audio interface on your computer, but I usually don't recommend this because it's usually really not that high quality, especially if you're trying to get a high quality recording. So what I would do is I'd get an external interface, and it's based on the amount of inputs you want coming into your computer. Personally, I have the Motu A28, and it's a really nice audio interface. As you see here, has a lot more inputs and outputs than most people need in their day-to-day studio usage. So I don't recommend this to beginner users, but I do recommend something like from M Audio or something like that for a beginner user. The main thing is that you want to get it installed correctly. Now, there's updates all the time to both Windows and OS X, and when those updates happen, the drivers might not work with the old updates. So what you want to do is you want to go to the company's website, download the most recent driver, and install it on your computer. Once it's installed, you're ready to use this with your audio device. So I've already installed that, so I'm going to show you how to pull it up here. So the way you bring up Ableton's preferences is you can go up to Live and Preferences, or you can hit Apple and then comma. Now once you bring up your preferences, you're going to see all these different tabs here on the left. The one you're looking for is Audio. Now the driver type should be set to Core Audio, and once that's set, then you can choose your input and output. Now I have the Motu A28 MK3 already selected here, and I'm just going to show you here, and you can select from your built-in microphone, built-in input, USB audio codec, that's because my keyboard's hooked up, or the 828, and so I've selected that there. Once you've selected your audio input device, then you can select your input configuration. Now once you click this button, a list of all your inputs comes up for your device. Now, because I have the Motu 828, it has 32 inputs, and I can select them all right here. I don't use them all, so I don't have them all selected, but if I were to use them all, I would definitely select all of these boxes. Once they're selected, you can hit OK, and you can close out your Preferences menu. Once you've closed out your Preferences menu, you want to have an audio track selected to record your audio into. And you can create a new track by hitting Apple T, or going up to create a new track. Now here I've got my first audio track, and I have the little recording arm initiated. Now I want to select my inputs. Now these inputs might not be available to you at first because you might not have them visible. Now if you look here on the right hand side, you can see your I/O, and when you click that, that turns on and off your inputs and outputs coming into your computer. I have them turned on, so I'm going to go up here to track 1, and it says external in. So what that means is that I'm getting sound from an external device, my audio interface, and bringing it into Ableton Live. The next box down is indicating what track I want to start recording for. I have my microphone turned into channel 1 here, so if you see, I have channel 1. But if I had a stereo mic or a stereo device, I could then go 1/2, and that's tracks 1 and 2. But for the purposes of this demo, I'm just going to select 1. Now that I have my track armed, which is this little red button right here, I'm going to bring my microphone over here. And here we go right here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start recording. I'm going to hit this little record button, and I'm going to record a test, and then I'm going to play it back. Test, test, test. This is a test of my microphone. Test, test, test. I then stopped it. Let's go ahead and bring it back to the beginning and see what I got. Test, test, test. This is a test of my microphone. Test, test, test. So as you see there, I was able to record my audio into the device, and I can do all sorts of cool things like put reverb or whatever you want on it. And actually I have a reverb set up on there. And so on our previous lesson, we were able to put reverb on our sound. So let's go ahead and try that out here. Test, test, test. This is a test of my microphone. Test, test, test. So as you see, in a quick amount of time, you can record sounds in and affect them to be used in your songs.
DJOYtech.com.